What's up, boxing fans? This is TBE Boxing, back at it again. Today's topic, and I quote, Requiem for a Featherweight, the legend of the great Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Let's chop it up and see what it's all about.
Got the money for minutes, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? That life before riches, huh? That life before riches, huh? Pretty bitch, show me titties, huh? And I got the glazzy run up on me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.
How's your training camp going for your shoulder against Lomachenko for the real title?
Oh man, it's been good, man. We're 100% ready and focused, man. We've been putting this work in 3 times a day, training at 6 in the afternoon, doing aquatic training. At 1 in the afternoon, we're doing strength and conditioning. 6 in the morning aquatic training. 1 in the afternoon, strength and conditioning. 8 at night, we're doing our technical training. We've definitely been putting the work in. We're hungry, we're ready, and we're focused.
Do you think Johnny is just as good or a better fighter than Lomachenko? Or is Loma probably going to be the best guy you faced up to this point?
I don't even think Lomachenko was the best guy that I faced up until this point. I think that it was things that occurred within my training camp that enabled me to do things that people were naturally used to seeing me do. You know, you did not see my speed, you did not see my power, you did not see the ring generalship. I was flat, I was tired in the first round.
How's your training camp going for your shoulder against Lomachenko for the real title?
Oh man, it's been good, man. We're 100% ready and focused, man. We've been putting this work in 3 times a day.
I'm sorry. But was it anything that he did to surprise you though, at all?
The only thing that I can honestly say that did surprise me with the physical state that I was in, I honestly didn't feel as though I can go 12 rounds with anybody.
How's your training camp going for your shoulder against Lomachenko for the real title?
Oh man, it's been good, man. We're 100% ready and focused, man. We've been putting this work in 3 times a day.
So coming off of your loss with Lomachenko, what is something that you've learned that you plan to take with you into the ring Saturday night?
The only thing I honestly can say I've learned is if it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep your circle small. Realistically speaking, when it came to that one particular fight, when people see me fight, you did not see the normal Gary Russell Jr. You did not see the hand speed. You did not see the punching ability. You did not see the boxing IQ, because physically I wasn't able to do it. I was tired.
How's your training camp going for your shoulder against Lomachenko for the real title?
Oh man, it's been good, man. We're 100% ready and focused, man. We've been putting this work in 3 times a day. Fatigued in the very, very first round. In that particular fight, we hired a strength and conditioning coach, which was something new for us. And I did everything that it was that he asked me to do. He had me doing some things that I honestly was against, but based upon the fact that we put 100% trust in this person, we did everything that it was. He had us in a sauna 2-3 days in a row trying to cut 3 pounds and et cetera, et cetera. I was completely drained of all my energy and everything that I needed for that one particular fight.
How's your training camp going for your shoulder against Lomachenko for the real title?
Oh man, it's been good, man. We're 100% ready and focused, man. We've been putting this work in 3 times a day. We got rid of that person. The regular team is back.
So not trying to overlook Gonzalez by any means necessary, but does a rematch with Vasil Lomachenko interest you?
Certainly.
So should you win come Saturday night, is that going to be the person you're going to call out?
Actually, unfortunately, no.
No. So should you win come Saturday night, is that going to be the person you're going to call out?
Actually, unfortunately, no. And the reason why is I can't take nothing away from Vasil Lomachenko from what he did as an amateur. But when it comes to him being a professional, no one paid him any attention until he fought Mr. Gary Russell Jr. If you want to be 100% honest about it, you know, and he fought a watered down version of Mr. Gary Russell Jr. There was a lot of things that took place in that fight. Any of the true fans, that's fans of mine, when you seen the fight, you didn't see any real speed, you didn't see any real punching power, you didn't see any energy, you seen none of that. I was 100% flat. You know, it's a lot of discrepancy of things that went on in that particular camp.
How's your training camp going for your shoulder against Lomachenko for the real title?
Oh man, it's been good, man. We're 100% ready and focused, man. We've been putting this work in 3 times a day. When it came to cutting weight, the scale that we use to make weight our entire camp was 5 pounds off.
I don't have a problem moving up to 130 or to 135.
You will go to 135?
That's what Lomachenko at. I ain't forgot about him. I'm gonna break my foot off in his ass. Before the conclusion of my career.
You're not ducking Lomachenko?
No, ain't nobody.
To be frank, he can lose his next 10 fights and Mr. Lomachenko. Before my career is over, he's gonna fight.
Wow.
Twice.
Wow. Does that
Lomachenko's had up the weights and now coming
I don't
into
answer
this.
no questions about Lomachenko no more unless we got a contract written up to fight.
Is that something then that you're seeking after this fight with Jojo is going after Lomachenko with whatever weight he ends up at?
We already made that statement. It doesn't matter what weight division he is. I have the ability to fluctuate up and down in weight anyway. So that's something that we're gonna make happen before the conclusion of my career anyway.
After I break my foot off and whoever it is at 30, whoever the champion holder is, one of the title holders of that, whoever it is, I will not be fighting anymore until I see Lomachenko. That's the only fight I want. Because after that, I'm fighting him, I'm retiring.
Really?
Yeah. If I had it my way, like I said, Leo Santa Cruz first, I would immediately vacate my title.
Okay.
Move up to 130 and challenge Burchett.
You know, so I'm not sure. I'm tired of waiting on these guys. If not, I relinquish my title and immediately move up and challenge Burchett. He has the WBC at 130. We're gonna have to move forward. The sky's the limit.
I mean, I don't feel like it's nobody in the weight division that I wanted to compete against. The only reason why I was going to go up to 130 was because Tevin Farmer was one of the fighters that mentioned my name. I'm a real fighter. I'm a real champion. You know, so I'll answer the call to anybody. I got too much integrity. Once again, I got too much testosterone in me to let something like that go.
Umbrella.
Tevin Farmer.
What about him?
Would you fight him?
He's not relevant. He don't even generate enough revenue. He's not relevant. I don't
he got the IBF strap.
He's not relevant. But if I had it my way, I would fight Leo Santa Cruz.
Now, when you call out certain fighters such as Tank Davis and others, do you think maybe their promotion team will make the fight happen?
I mean, it's possible, but Tank, he gonna have to wait anyway. I'm at 126. I gotta move up to fight Tank. He's not gonna move down to fight me. I want Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
I want Leo Santa Cruz. After Leo Santa Cruz, then I'm moving up.
Okay.
Lomachenko is about to fight for the WBC at 135.
I heard about that.
I would immediately vacate my title.
So is he fighting Burchett? He's fighting Burchett?
Nah, Burchett is at 30.
Okay.
Lomachenko's at 35.
Vacant title.
Yeah, he's fighting the vacant title.
Mikey Garcia's old title.
Yeah, he's fighting for Mike Garcia's old title at 135. At 135.
So he's fighting for a vacant belt.
He's fighting for a vacant title, which is cool because
But they said, hold on, let me ask you this. The WBC actually lets you move up and fight and be the mandatory for another belt. Why couldn't you fight for that belt?
Well, because I'm at 126. If I move up, I'll have to move up and fight for 130. That's why I would have to be Burchett.
Okay.
He has the 130 belt.
But he would have to fight you.
He will have to fight. He will have to fight.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. And this is the advice, if Gary was my son, I would give to him. You want the mega fights? You want to be the guy that gets these opportunities to fight the top guys and they won't fight you? I'm going to tell you what will get any top guy to want to fight Gary Russell Jr., especially if they came from 126 or was at 30 and moved around. Go slay the dragon that nobody seems to want to fight at 130 pounds. Go fight Burchett. Burchett ain't being really called out by nobody. And I'm barring no champions. Ain't nobody randomly saying I want to fight Burchett. He at 130. Gary got the WBC title at 26. Gary can go make that fight happen immediately through the rules of the WBC.
You know, speaking of the 130 weight division, you had talked about it on many occasions. Would that interest you in a fight with the champion at the WBC at the 130 with Miguel Burchett?
I mean, honestly, it wasn't nothing that interested me. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of fighting all these guys that really don't got the name. I want to fight the guys who's supposed to be the best of the best. Burchett, he's a decent fighter. I mean, I can't take nothing from him because he is a world champion. You know, you got to give him that. You know, but overall, he's not a better fighter than me. He just try to be strong. He don't got no real skill, no real good foot movement, no nothing. He's not a complete package. I'm more of a complete package than a Miguel Burchett. You know, so that's not somebody that I would be focused on. You know.
Where did the nickname Boogeyman come from?
The Boogeyman. Everybody's scared to fight me. Don't nobody want to fight me. They say I'm fighting once a year, this, that, and the third. They want to say that. Ask the people why I fight once a year. Because none of these other world champions, none of these other dudes who they say supposed to be nice or this, that, and the third, none of them would have stepped in the ring to fight me. I'm one of the most intellectual fighters that there is right now competing, period, hands down. Nobody in the sport of boxing is hitting nobody with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-punch combination, still in position to attack and defend at the exact same time, simultaneously, and make the necessary adjustments of whatever it is that the person is doing at the drop of a dime. No one in the game is doing that but me.
Russell. And then later on, as the round continued, after doing great work to the body and the head, he rips that right hook after a straight left hand. And Lomachenko showing a great arsenal. And you see there, he is keeping his hands up as he pulls out so Russell can't do the catch and shoot, which Paulie pointed out.
Cognizant of that, exactly. Yeah. Making the adjustment.
You know, I love the sport of boxing because it's a fetish of mine. I love to be able to completely dismantle a person and take away everything that they thought they can do. You doing nothing but preparing for nobody else but me. That's it. All I gotta do is prepare for him. How much time I got? 8 weeks? 10 weeks? Oh, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I love being able to mentally break a person in a square. Fuck physically breaking them. That's gonna come. Because the body gonna fall anyway. But to mentally and psychologically break a person in the square, for them to try to bring their best shit and for me to shut it down, effortlessly, for me to touch you at will, whenever I want to. I don't care what you think the defense is or whatever, for me to be able to touch you at will whenever I want. For me to hurt you and realize that I'm hurting you. For me to create these moments in a fight and mentally watch your confidence and all the stuff that you done worked on in the gym. I just see it just melt. I see it all in your face. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your body language when you walk back to the corner and I'm looking at you in your corner. I love watching the other corner panic. I love being able to create that level of fear in the individual. It does something to me. It's the perfect sport for me. It was no plan B. I had to make this work.